So, hello once again, and now we're once again in the road, and this time we're in St. Petersburg, Florida, with the amazing Jac Smith. Hello, Jac. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Thank you for the invite. I'm very honored.
The honor is ours, and tell us a little bit about who is Jac Smith.
So let me give you 73 years in less than 30
Oh my
seconds.
goodness, that's so much wealth of information.
Not really, really. I grew up in the military. My father was an officer, and we traveled all over the world. We stopped at 18, and I settled in New Jersey, um, and was there until until 2012, after Hurricane Sandy came in and wiped us out. So my
Wow.
careers have been: I was 17 years with the phone company, and then I was 25 years as a banker, and then I had a restaurant for 5 years. God decided I needed to move someplace else. That's how I got to St. Petersburg, and that's the truth. And now I've been a realtor just 10 years this month, which is like that.
It does go quickly because it's always moving, it's always ever changing. So you came from corporate America. So you're that's what I think that's what sets you apart. Now I'm understanding a little bit more of your background because you're saying you were in the military. I did not know that, even though I've known you for many years. You're not in the military. You came from a military family, but kind of coming from a military family is being raised in that culture, if you will, and coming to corporate America. So then you land in sunny St. Petersburg, Florida. Gosh, that's a tough one. It is such a beautiful place to be at.
I agree with you 100%. And I got there by accident. Actually, when we lost everything in Hurricane Sandy, we had a place in Miami. And one of my neighbors, I told my neighbors I really was going to look for another place to live that was going to be my full time home because I didn't want to go back to New Jersey. And they said, "Why don't you try St. Pete?" And I said, "St. Pete? What would I do there?" He said, "You'd really, really enjoy it, Jack. Everybody's nice, everybody's kind." And that's truly a true story.
And it is beautiful climate year round. So tell us about your practice as a real estate agent. Because we know you come from the mortgage world, so you understand both sides as well. So I think that's another positive and amazing virtue that you have, that because you understand that side, you're able to better help not only the clients, but your agents as well.
Well, let's start out this. So I'm really, really good with reload people. When people PCS in the military, and we've helped a lot of families move into the St. Petersburg and the Tampa Bay area because McNeil Base is across the bay from us. Um, I think the most important thing to understand is that I really, really live in a very diverse community. We work with first-time buyers, and we work with luxury buyers and sellers as well. So I think the most important thing out of all that is I just love what I do. I never, ever, ever, ever knew that I would have this passion for real estate. Even though we've owned many homes, I never knew that I would love it this much.
And I see your passion in the day to day calls that we have, in the events that we have. Tell us a little bit about your team, because you grew so much that you needed to have a team. You needed an extension of Jac because Jac is so amazing. And now Jac is passing on all this knowledge to his team, which, by the way, I've met most of them, if not all of them. They're all amazing.
You're very kind. I'm very, very lucky. The universe put good people in my path. So I started out as a solo agent for 2 years. I did 5 open houses a weekend. I moved 4 of my neighbors down from New Jersey because of social media, and bought actually in the same community that I lived in. Um, and I think when you think about how everything is directed, I'm just really, really lucky that I've had a great experience. So I got so busy in my first 2 years, I was dancing as fast as I could, as you know what it's like, especially wearing red heels. Um, and I had 2 people that were in my Ignite class. I taught Ignite, and which is our class that we train new agents and senior agents, not only in age but in experience in real estate, help other agents become alive and have a great business. So Jake and Divya came into my life. We formed a partnership, and we were told it would not work. And I had a partner when I was at the bank. When I was at the phone company, we had business partners. So it wasn't a big deal to me. And we built a pretty good sized team. We're the number one team in the office for the past 3 years. We've worked very, very hard. We work 7 to 7 every single day, 7 days a week. I did 5 open houses every weekend. and did anything anybody asked them to do because I didn't know a soul when I moved to St. Petersburg.
And I'm going to correct you on one thing. You said you got lucky. You did not get lucky. You put in the hard work. Mm-hmm. You put in your heart and soul.
It's true.
And when you do good deeds, you attract good people, and those deeds come back. You never know where they're going to come back, but they're going to come back to you. So, sir, you did not get lucky. You have poured so much into our community, our agents, because not only teaching and pouring out that knowledge that you have and passing it on to your team, but also to other agents in the office through classes like Ignite and other real estate classes. So, when they get Jac as an agent, they don't only get Jac as an agent. They have a mentor, they have a teacher, they have someone who has knowledge in the mortgage industry, and they have someone that, as you said, has 73 years of resources. I mean, who can compete with that? So, talking about compete, we're going to go to Pete, which is St. Petersburg. Tell us a little bit about, if I were to spend a couple of days, 2-3 days in St. Petersburg, Florida, what could I do? What should I do?
Well, we have a booklet that we send out to prospective sellers and buyers because not every seller knows exactly what goes on in St. Pete. And we send out a booklet to people to let them know about the food, our culture, our museums, our waterfront, our parks. The community itself is very, very active, and we have a number of organizations that I belong to. I go on a morning walk with a bunch of old men. It's called Romeo's. I don't know if anybody ever heard of Romeo's.
I have not, but
really old men eating out. So Saturday morning, we
okay, got it, okay.
So I'm telling you, I join anything anybody asks me to do. So Romeo's on Saturday morning. I square dance on Monday night. I two-step on Friday nights and on Sundays. I'm very involved in the recovery community because it's very near and dear to my heart. You know, coming from a West Point family and you move all the time, you really don't have a chance to make friends. When I moved to St. Petersburg, I truly, really felt like I was home. And many times wish I was not there, had been there 30 years ago instead of this now.
So again, you weren't kidding when you said you danced around. You danced around when you were an agent. Yeah. So you literally do dance as well. Do you know how to stay still?
Stay still? You mean like sit still?
Yeah, probably not, right?
Well, no, I can do that real easy. You haven't seen that side of me. I can do nothing just as good as anybody. Just love what I do, and my phone goes nonstop. Let me just say that.
Well, Jac, we want to thank you for everything that you've done for the community. We want people to know that Jac is a resource in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I want to make sure that I say the whole name just so that we have clarity here. Not only from a first-time home buyer, but also all the way to a luxury agent, has experience in the military field. You don't do mortgages, but you're very versed in mortgages.
Yeah.
So you can definitely have referral partners that you will send them to. So with the Jac Smith team, you have that complete package in St. Petersburg, Florida. So Jac, you've been part of Bang for quite a while now. And I'm going to ask you, what do you mostly like about the Bang Broker Alliance networking community?
Well, number one, we have great leadership. You're our great leader.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
And I said to you the other day, I consider you the female James Shaw. And James Shaw runs a morning call every morning called PetersburgCall.com.
Nowhere near, guys, but I am flattered again.
She's there. She's being very kind about herself. And I really, really love the sense of community that you have built. It was very much like James built. And I don't know what your model was, but the people that I have worked with and the referrals that I've gotten and the referrals that I've given have been absolutely incredible and do exactly what they say they're going to do. The follow-up, we've had several people come back to us because of our follow-up. Where that is the most important thing to us. Make somebody feel comfortable, liked, cared about, and we follow up until you tell us to go away.
So thank you very much, Jac. And with that, we're going to leave it here from St. Petersburg, Florida with Jac Smith. Until next time.
Come visit us. Come visit us. Come visit us.